हेलो। 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 आवाज आ रही है? क्या हो गया भाई? हेलो। वापस आ जाओ। पता नहीं क्या हो गया था। हेलो।
Yeah, but
आवाज आ रही?
I don't understand. The adventure logs in the codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing
हेलो।
details?
आवाज आ रही क्या? हेलो, अभी भाई आए क्या? अभी भाई।
The Codex de Bord? Then this place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gateau de Bord?
हेलो, कहाँ चले गए?
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original
Ugh, idiot! Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are thousands of years old.
हेलो अभी भाई। हेलो। हेलो।
Hold on, there's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
हेलो 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 हेलो। कहाँ चले गए? हेलो। हेलो। आ गए क्या वापस? अरे, ओबीएस क्रैश हो गया था। बंद हो गया। स्क्रीन वापस से वहीं से कंटिन्यू नहीं हो पाया, इसीलिए रीस्टार्ट किया।
It was you. You
अभी
let the
तुम
Luminine
ये
through,
बताओ
didn't you?
कि तुम ये चीज का बोल रहे क्या? ये इस चीज का जो यहाँ पे कॉर्नर में लगाया मैंने।
It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident?
Retrieve the codex by any means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating. Someone else was behind her pulling the streak.
नहीं,
She's keeping
फिर
the true recipe to herself.
ये भी तो वैसा ही है उसके जैसा।
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Please
हाँ,
give us a second to process this.
3D एसेट चाहिए।
First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest.
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put two and two together as soon as I read your threat letter. Even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan,
4 pin होते
wasn't
हैं.
it? Monica?
Is way more lighter. अच्छा, मैंने ये एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड किया था पर ये चला नहीं था मेरे लैपटॉप में. वीडियो ट्यूब वाला वही नाम मेंशन किया था ना, वीडियो ट्यूब. हेलो, एक काम करो ना,
We
वो जो
should be
ऐप है
getting
ना,
close to the spot marked on the map.
उसका डाउनलोड का डायरेक्ट लिंक ही भेज दो.
All the stupid things she's done, this really takes the cake. The
मैं
moment we
करके
find her,
देखता हूँ एक
I'm
बार
gonna
वापस
curse
से.
the living
एक
daylights
बार तो
out of
किया
her.
था पर चला नहीं था. लिंक दे दो मेरे को. अरे वो मछली कहाँ है? वो मछली चाहिए. अरे मछली 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 कहाँ है तू? डाउनलोड करके एक्सट्रैक्ट करना है. कौन सा पॉडकास्ट कोई तो सीजन है जी. ओके, एक बार तो नहीं चला था. अभी तुम्हारे वाला डाउनलोड करके देखता हूँ. ओके, ट्यूटोरियल में देख लूँगा. डिस्कॉर्ड में भेजा हूँ. ओके, कुछ नहीं निकला इसमें से. पिज्जा सीजन इसमें से निकला. चैनल के सेटिंग वेटिंग सुधार भाई, क्या हुआ? लिंक पेस्ट नहीं होता. हाँ हाँ सुधा, वो काम करना पड़ेगा थोड़ा डिस्कॉर्ड पे. करेंगे करेंगे. मेरे को फ्री टाइम मिलेगा तब करता हूँ. यूट्यूब शॉर्ट शेयर करना होता है. डीएम में भेज दो डायरेक्ट. या फिर ना एक मैं वो सेल्फ प्रोमो का चैनल बना लेता हूँ, है ना. वहाँ पे जो लिंक देना है देते रहे. सही बोला ना. हाँ का भी बहुत बना दो उनको. थोड़ा थोड़ा A1 सर्वर बना दो. मेरे को रोल बनाना पड़ेगा मॉडरेटर वाला. नॉर्मल वाला चैनल. अरे ये तो लिंक का भी एक चैनल बना लेंगे. दो चाहिए।
Whoa, this place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly, the idea of an adventure chef finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot more sense.
I think Modest's codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of Remoria. So yeah, definitely the kind of place that would have served food and drinks.
Huh? Some blubber beasts have come to join the party? How did they get here? Oh, they ran off!
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
Well, did Modeste mention it in his adventure logs by any chance? They must have gotten through somehow.
Good point. Yes, that's
ठीक है,
right.
बना लूंगा।
It's coming back to me now.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests, and as the food flowed away on the current, they broke into a joyous chorus, and the path opened to us.
We have to feed the blubber beasts? With what? There's nothing here besides rocks, romaritime flowers, and lumitwal. See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need them. Now we have to head all the way back to shore and
वीडियो
grab
ट्यूब
some.
ट्राई करना है, मॉड बनाना। अभी मैं जा रहा, जीएन टाटा, ओके बाय बाय, गुड नाइट। ठीक है, मॉड बना दूंगा, ऐप भी डाउनलोड कर दूंगा।
There is no time for
और
that.
कुछ सर?
Romaritime flowers and lumitwal will have to do. They may not.
Wait, we're seriously gonna try this?
चार ज्यादा है ना, ब्लू वाले डालने। ब्लू वाले इसमें से आता है।
An inspired melange. Off to the freezer.
बैलेंस फ्लेवर्स दो, ये भी दो, डन।
Blubber beasts or not, are we sure this stuff is edible?
Trust me, they'll love it.
Oh, good question. If we try to put them in the pool, we'll probably just scare them off again, and who knows how long they'll be gone.
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back. What was it that Modeste said again? Something about the food flowing away on the current.
एक मिनट, पहले ऑर्डर कंप्लीट करना। एक डिलीवर हो गया।
Wow, it's really singing! It must taste better than Paimon thought!
ओके, एक हो गया। अभी ब्लू वाले कितने ज्यादा है? 1 2 3 4 5 6 ज्यादा। तो रेड वाले पहले
The
करना
tracks turned
पड़ेगा।
back again. So annoying.
हो गया। चलो दूसरा भी हो गया, ये भी गा दिया। लेट्स गो।
Hey, it's open!
तो चलो पहले टेस्ट। यहाँ भी कोई जमीन तोड़ मत देना। हाँ some time ago, यहाँ तो कोई है।
Hey, give me your water.
Here.
I said your water, the one you just drank out of?
Sure.
All those years slaving away under Escoffier, and then you. Today, it's finally paying off. Not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden, but I also get to boss you around like my little lapdog. Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives. Did you not hear me? Get going.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh,
Good
when did
girl,
you
now
learn
I-
to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident. I swear, if I'd known what you were planning, I'd never have.
Don't be so self-righteous. Admit you were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the way her reputation hung over you. So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her. First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with he offered Modest. He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I
am no Savelli. No.
Oh, you didn't show any remorse when she left.
You're right.
Ooh.
I somehow...
What?
Ever since I learned the truth, I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long!
But you drank it too!
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica!
You. I saw your dump.
No. Everything I ever did was a failure. And now...
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Stop right there!
Let her go, Monica! We've got you surrounded!
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little longer.
You can't!
Stay back if you want her alive! Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's life in a heartbeat.
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this? You're about to commit murder, and for what? A recipe?
A recipe? You chefs are all blinded by your myopic focus on kitchen affairs. Well, Some of us actually have bigger fish to fry. Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius, the je ne sais quoi factor in his Gâteau de Bourg, and it's right here in these ruins.
Are you serious? You're here because of a Gâteau de Bourg obsession? You've gone completely mad!
I couldn't care less about the cake itself. No, the real treasure is the secret ingredient that Modeste sourced from these ruins. He and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria in the palms of their hands, and they thought, ooh, this would go great in our cake mix. We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses. That's no cooking ingredient. It's a groundbreaking drug. That's right, I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for their war machine. I could make a killing by selling it to the treasure hoarders or the Fatui.
Will you listen to yourself? You're completely delusional.
My eyes are wide open. Just wait till I get my hands on this treasure. You'll see what a fool you've been.
Wait, what's that sound?
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't collapse.
Uh-oh, Savannah's gone too!
Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward. She's only taken her hostage because she knows that she's no match for you.
That's true. Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants to get out of here in one piece.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route.
Wait. Forward. Nearby. ठीक है. Let's go.
The water looks pretty deep here. Maybe it leads somewhere.
क्या पावर दे दिया. रास्ता तो हम ढूंढ लेंगे भाई.
They were probably awakened by the explosion just now. Alright, Night Skills 101. Time for some rough chopping. Hear the echoes of the valley. Dum.
ये लोग को मारना तो इजी है।
Bring it. Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
ठीक है, समझ गया। बैलेंस करना है ना फ्लेवर। 2 रेड वाले चाहिए, 2 चाहिए।
Bon appetit.
वाला एक है ना, हो गया। डिलीवर कर रहा है। ठीक है, ये जा रहा है, तब तक इसको घुमा देता हूँ।
It seems to really like the texture of Rome maritime flowers.
चलो एक खुल गया। इसमें 3 व्यू चाहिए।
A dash of frosting.
3 चाहिए, 3 मिल गए। बहुत स्लो डिलीवरी है भाई।
Bring it!
Freeze!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Laid bare.
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that. Alright, I've got to jot this down. Lumitwols and Romaritime flowers. This could open the door to a whole new world.
Yep, that's literally the plan. Wait, hold on. Which door are you talking about?
That's strange. These don't look Romorian to me. More like last century Fontaine.
Adventurers from last century Fontaine, huh? Oh, Modeste and Savelli, do you think they camped here?
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp.
नींद आ रही है
They
भाई।
adventured together, but maybe one of them came back alone at a later date. Huh, you really think so?
Trust our adventurers' instincts. We're pros at this stuff, just like you're a pro in the kitchen. Okay, well, the Traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely a pro rummager from all those treasure chests. Darn it! Paimon was just about to show off her rummaging skills!
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as well, but I thought that was just me.
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins. It's exactly the way I remember it. This place probably hasn't changed in millennia. Sadly, up above, on dry land, everything has changed. The treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it. Modeste was right about its potential. It turned Gâteau de Bourg into a national sensation. Our limited stock of the substance meant that the gâteau could only be produced on a small scale. But he was praised as a genius, while I, as the one person who'd ever disagreed with him, was labeled a talentless fool. Modeste tried his best to console me, but I knew better than anyone just how great the gulf was between us. Our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own. Why invite further disdain by inserting myself where I did not belong? I told myself that maybe one day, when I finally created a masterpiece of my own, I'd be able to face him without shame. Or maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, unfortunately, that day...
So it was.
I always thought it was.
In that case, what does that say?
The taste of gâteau being the perfection, but as he baked, it was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness. The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses. In hindsight, over the course of his the finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything. And because we had become estranged, I cannot be there yet despite everything.
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica.
So, Modeste chose also.
Modeste told me everything. Did he hope I would gain? But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, what would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in compare. I cannot. I will do what I'm. It may lead his. I would rather the final loose end is the evidence here, at the bottom of the sea.
Huh? What's wrong? Didn't we say Savannah should be safe for now?
So we thought. But if Monica finds out what happened to the treasure, there's no telling what she might do.
Top Monica. Monica.
The treasure of Remoria. I have found you. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children of Modeste. Some fragments of his diary escaped your clutches, and we have held on to them for... But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help retrieving the codex, and with it the last piece of the puzzle, I may never have found this place. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp. The treasure of Remoria is mine! Oh, it's empty. It's empty?
Monica? Oh, we were seconds too late.
Escoffier? What's the deal with that jar?
Savelli's final act! He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and make sure it would never harm anyone again. So he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together the truth, all my painstaking planning, all that for an empty jar?
Monica, don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut your pie hole!
तोड़ दिया भाई, कुछ नहीं मिला तो। हाँ, अब लड़ाई कर इससे। वहां वो चाकू लेके खड़ी हो गई थी। मार दे। हाँ।
She's a nutcase, a liability to herself and everyone else. Well, now it's up to us to clean up the mess she's made. Take these golems out.
Transfixed! Bring it!
I'm coming.
Oh, no, you don't. If I can't get what I want, neither will any of you. I've got
गोली
nothing
मार
to show for
देंगे
my
भाई.
life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
पत्थर गिरेगा तेरे ऊपर. बढ़िया काम किया रे.
Savannah? When did you wake up?
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Traveler? Okay, let's go!
मर जा यहीं पे. गिरा गिरा. धोखेबाज. गाइस सब लोग लाइक कर देना वापस से एक बार.
Escoffier! Savannah!
Are you okay? Hello.
Traveler! And Paimon!
सब ठीक है ना?
Venejem, what are you all doing here?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres? While the traveler and a Scot...
We had to do something.
It was my fault. Escoffier had to leave. Come back, Escoffier.
Okay, so everything I said to you the day I left, it just went in one ear and out the other?
Huh? Sorry, I was kind...
If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up?
Escoffier's right. Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things.
Things were pretty...
Our customers know at the end of the day.
No,
Well, about that.
It's been a while, Chef Sav.
Firmal? I'm so sorry. I put far too much, but...
Actually,
Huh?
We thought firm, and as it turns out,
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve damage?
it can. High doses pose a risk of serious nervous and sensory complications. But if you calculate the dosage carefully, you can control the extent of its effects. A small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that mean more fragile or more hot-tempered.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also fixed me up. Well,
There's...
You mean...
Oh,
Let's not be too quick to blame, so you better make sure you're...
I will. I'm sorry. There's still one question. Is it just... I mean, is it because... you're a genius and I'm not?
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
What?
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree discrepancy between the temperature setting and the actual temperature. All the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem, which confused me at the time, but by this point, it's pretty obvious that Monica must have tampered with them. I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams. But of course, Monica sabotaged mine so that could never happen.
No. I spent so long trying to find out where I was going wrong, and then you pinpoint the problem in just one night? It all comes back to one simple,
एक्सपर्ट
undeniable
इसे
truth.
बोलते हैं.
You're a genius. And I'm just plain old Savannah.
Oh, cut it out! Stop the woe is me act for a second and just think. Do you know how long I spent perfecting my gâteau de bois? 3 years. 3 whole years. I know this dish inside out, back to front and upside down. And you've been head chef now for what, 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel and declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius. You clearly have no idea how many kitchen failures I've had under my belt, or just how long it took me to finally get my recipe to a level I was satisfied with.
The demon guy. Yo, bro, hello. Welcome to stream, bro.
Genius or not, everyone
Yes,
makes
so I.
mistakes. Modek, you're only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes. Learn from them and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that. You were no lousy chef back when I handed you the reins.
I haven't forgotten. And I'll make sure I never do.
Yes, so I.
That's our head chef.
Haha! Sounds like we won't need another changing of the guard in the hotel.
What a perfect ending to a crazy journey. Look how happy everyone is.
So you got your mojo back now?
Yeah. Thanks to you, Escoffier.
Friends again. So nice to see them finally settle their beef.
Good. So now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last
चलेगा
draw,
क्या भाई?
and I demand a rematch right now.
But that was mostly Monica's fault, wasn't it?
Right. And also, does it have to be right now? Savannah's.
No excuses. This is a cooking contest between 2 top chefs, and nothing will stand in its way. So grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is happening today, right now, this instant.
Hey, so, this whole time you were salty about losing?
The second cooking contest commences now!
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like. So?
Embrace your failure. Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
The results are in! A landslide victory for Escoffier!
Quite rightly, too. Piece of cake.
Savannah looks pretty chipper too, considering she lost.
Now, where were we? Yes. Do you have any more questions for me after everything that's happened? I thought Navia would have filled you in. And actually, I said all this to Savannah before I left. Although, as we saw, I don't think any of it sank in. I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course, but the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point where it didn't need me anymore. So I decided to step down and look for new opportunities to improve myself.
Improve how?
Well, a while back, I got to know a fellow chef from Liyue, and in her, I saw so many new possibilities. She has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Savannah
पता
had in
है.
her youth. Slime mucus, lizard tails. With her, nothing's off the table. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients we overlook. Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I used them in the cooking contest just now. Did you taste the difference?
What? Paimon didn't notice at all.
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work, and the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the confines of the kitchen.
Uh-oh. Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants to try your cooking anymore.
Don't worry, it's not going to be a free-for-all like in Modeste's time. In the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Boer, revised version. I tweaked it to suit your needs as busy adventurers. Hope you enjoy, and remember, feedback is always welcome.
All right! So, do you ever see yourself returning to Hotel de Boer?
Oh, of course. I've already promised Vanishem that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure the quality of the food remains at an
You know, Paimon's still a little disappointed that we never got to see the treasure of Remoria. Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply if it wasn't for all the mystery surrounding the original Gâteau de Boer. She practically dedicated her life to finding the lost pieces of Modeste's diary. Then went to all that trouble to infiltrate the Hotel de Boer. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
Since you mentioned the treasure, between Modeste's writings and what we saw in those ruins, I think I may have figured out the truth. The so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorians extracted from Lumitoiles, better known to us as Lumiline.
Huh? So then, why all the hype back in the early days of Gâteau de Boer?
Don't forget, it was a very different era. We could barely even refine sugar back then. So desserts were very much in their infancy. In a world of bland food, it's no wonder that the first thing to really excite people's taste buds took the world by storm. And as for the Lumiline, it may well have been somewhat valuable in ancient times. But these days, it's just another drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Even if Savelli hadn't destroyed it all, I doubt it would be
Hello.
worth that much
Hello.
these days.
So after
ये
all,
माइक बंद हो जाता है यार.
there was nothing in those ruins but worthless junk. Feels strange to say it, but Paimon almost feels sorry for Monica. She sacrificed it all only to get nothing in return.
Hey!
Huh?
Navia? You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Well, check it out. They ran a special issue. Did you see anything like this down there? Freshly unearthed from the ruins of Rumoria. A magnificent jar thought to be over 1,000 years old. Experts say it has immense artistic and historical value. It could be worth an absolute fortune.
Wait, isn't that the jar they used to hold the treasure?
If only it was still in one piece. Some butterfingers must have dropped it or something. Ugh, it's such a shame.
एक क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट। टेस्ट रन हो गया सब कुछ का। ये दोनों क्वेस्ट हो गए। ये बचा हुआ 4%। ये करें क्या? यहाँ से पूरा एक्सप्लोर करना है। सब कुछ इन्वेस्टिगेट करके चलते हैं। ये एरिया पूरा एक्सप्लोर करना है हमको। 8% हुआ। Add Astra Abyssal.
Add Astra. Thank you for
My potted plant on the porch has died again. I was watering it every day. Ugh, don't tell me
Every
I overlooked
journey
it
has
this
its
time.
final day.
Do you not even have the courage to be afraid?
The mountain's veins boil! Time to shine!
Is it my turn now? With these rising flames! Now that's more like it. Here goes the moon! With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. The countdown has begun. Have a taste of purgatory.
How dare you!
Is it my turn now? Witness mine.
Pace.
Kindness has been seared away. My blade is all that remains. Bring it!
मार दो भाई तुम लोग हो गए
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains.
अकेली किनोनिन क्या करेगी
You struggle in vain. Suntown is only the beginning.
नाविया ने कैरी कर लिया भाई इसका लेवल अप अभी और दो चाहिए
Something you wish to...
5 से बढ़ाते हैं। यहाँ तो 4 ही दिखा रहा है। हेलो प्लीज भाई, क्या चाल? वेलकम टू भैया। आज तो वेलो में एस होते होते रह गया, पहली बार होने वाला था पर नहीं हो पाया।
Bring it. Bring it.
तो बर्फी ही से तोड़ सकता है। वेरी चीज। बर्फी वेर आर यू? ये भी तोड़ सकता है ना? और है बता है भाई। क्या है यहाँ पे? टीवी है। वैसे तो बहुत कुछ तोड़ना है। काम क्या काम है भाई? आ गया।
All right. Hear the echoes of the valley.
Cool it! Freeze!
Laser bear. Go on. This is where
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
अब तोड़ दिया। बहुत काम का भाई ये तो। क्या नाम है इसका? 3 बज गए। आठ घंटे। और ये कितना हो गया है? ठीक है, कितना घंटा होगा? 1 घंटा 20 मिनट। बेटी था ना इस। ओ, ये जा सकता है, हाँ। ऊपर 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 जाना है हमको। ये जॉइंट करना है क्या? जगह तो बढ़िया बनी है भाई। चल तो रहा है भाई बढ़िया। कुछ तो मिला भाई। ए ले गया। चोर साला। क्या हुआ, कोई एनिमल भी जा सकते हैं? आया नहीं। बहुत गया मैं। लाइट्स आ गए सब में। दरवाजा खुल गया।
Cool it. Dodge this.
Bring it. Leave it up to me.
Cool it.
Bring it. But the magic flame is Valo! How annoying!
I must leave no stone unturned.
This moment will be frozen in time.
It was my honor to serve you.
You're up ahead. भाई मैं तो चलता हूँ सोने भाई 15 मिनट और
Bring it.
उजाला 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 ओ भाई पूरा एकदम ऐसे सिटी खुल गया रे हवा में नाइस वाओ एक टेस्ट भी मिला रिमार्केबल, बेकार सी चेस्ट थी भाई।
These should be worth something. Go
सबसे
on,
बेकार
take
कुछ
it.
है तो ये है।
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
बढ़िया काम किया। ऑलमोस्ट गिर गया था भाई। एक और एक्टिवेट कर दिया हमने। चार्ज कैसे करने का? है इसने चालू करके दिया हमको। बढ़िया है भाई, चीज बढ़िया बनाई ये लोग, सिस्टम है भाई।
Frostbite.
Everlasting as the moon.
As a dutiful maid would.
Bring it.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
भाई अब तो नींद आ रही है यार। यार क्या कर रहा है? जल के मर गया। नींद आ रही है भाई बहुत ज्यादा, बोला भी नहीं मैं जा रहा। साला बिट्स। ये क्या हो रहा है? ये तो पाकिस्तान के मिसाइल तोड़ने जैसा है। ओ हो, दो दो लग्जरी चेस्ट।
Laser bear.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Transfixed!
An impressive bounty.
हेलो, कहाँ लेके जाएगा? चलो भाई लोग यहीं तक रखते हैं, अभी कल पर कल करेंगे। guys, bye bye, good night, thanks for joining.